Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of the Mastermind Book Club. Today, a new book that we have just gone over. It's called The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. And to give our first review or summary is Tawana Williams. Go ahead, Tawana.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's well. Hope your Thanksgiving went good. What I got from the book is this did not sound like a dying man. He didn't sound like he was dying at all. He didn't sound like this was his last days. He sounded to me more like a person that was working on getting everything put together, for his family in the event that he died before he thought he would. So I was inspired because it took, I have to keep saying the voice of a dying man from his own words and actions said to me, go live your life. Don't sit and like dwell in what you think your woes are. Just move forward and do the best you can with what you have and help as many people. And I'll yield my mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Tawana. Awesome. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Mr. Reggie Hilliard.
Good afternoon, everyone. The last lecture. All right. So this gentleman, Randy Pausch. So what I learned from him, he was a guy who basically, as he said, I won the parent lotto. So he came from good parenting, and his parents put some good things into him to where he lived a life of purpose, and he's lived a life where he wanted to help people. And this is where, when it came down to him doing this last lecture, he needed to do this because he understood the value add that he would have with leaving that legacy with that last lecture. And he also understood time. He always understood time. So even as this was supposedly the end of his time, he realized, because what he learned from a long time ago is how to value time, is that he was able to live probably more years in the time that he had lived up to that point than most people would have lived, because he really put time into perspective, and he taught that to his kids or his and also to his students. So here was a man who, at the point of where he was about to die, had already lived fully, and he realized that to do was just to finish off, to put that last piece in there to basically cap off a beautiful life.
Wow. Very good, Reggie. Very good. Appreciate that. Now, Randy Pausch, a professor at a university who, before everything happened, explains in this book, in this last lecture, that he was careless with his relationships, and that until he met the right person in life, just like any one of us, whether it's male or female, you seem to be on a tangent. You seem to be disrespectful in such a way that you don't really pay attention. But when Randy Pausch met the love of his life, things changed. Things improved. However, he was diagnosed with an illness. And this illness, believe it or not, is in every one of us. Since the day we're born, we're going to die eventually, whether it's in 70 years, 7 years, 45 years, or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
What are you doing now to prepare financially for the loved ones you leave behind,
Mhm.
and for a legacy, building a legacy, just to name a few? Most of us don't even bother with that. 95% of us don't bother with that. I have been aware of this. And I told myself when I reached 50, I would have a solid plan, and I don't yet. Don't have a plan. I'm 51 young now, but it's on my mind, and I'm working to have it done. If there's one main thing that I learned from this whole book, live
That's right.
as if it were your last day, giving the love of your life or the loved ones in your life your attention, your devotion, your time, and it means the world to you and to them. This is the Mastermind Book Club signing off. Randy Pausch, The Last Lecture, is recommended book and it should relate to your story, whatever it is. Just noticing that we're going to die. I mean,
One day or
how
another.
are we going to leave this world? There's no safe place to hide from death. Take care. Until the next one.